Dark Souls 3 but with one rule. If I use a weapon against a boss or in an area, I have to immediately discard it after the area or boss is done. Any upgrades will be lost and we have to start over with a fresh weapon. Here's how it went. We started with a warrior class for health and stats for strength and dexterity weapons. We're going to leave magic and pyromancy for this run as I think it could get a bit awkward. Gundyr wasn't too bad. You get a lot of damage in at the start and during the phase transition where he has this random snake that just sprouts out of him. Plus we'd had plenty of practice previously, so this ended up being fine. What we have to do after that is we have to say goodbye to our longsword, and we have to say goodbye to our knight shield. Now a good resource we had was the shop, where if we struggled to find weapons on the route, we had a couple of options to buy here. Although a restriction I put on myself was that I could only buy one of each weapon. We could also buy Titanite shards here to upgrade our weapons, but I had to keep in mind we couldn't grind mobs for souls as we'd waste weapons, so we had to be careful on which bosses we'd have to upgrade our weapons for. I knew a good strat for the next boss which needed a couple of things, so I grabbed the lightning resins and the broadsword. Killed an NPC for soul and key items. This probably looks really bad if anyone joins the stream with the wrong and headed down. Now the Vort fight, with the lightning buff it goes pretty well. We try to stick around his back legs to do damage and avoid his swings. Get a ton of damage during his phase transition. And have a Matador moment on his charge. We can then stagger into a visceral attack to finish him off. Easy. Fairly well, you served as well. Unfortunately we got scared away from a crystal lizard that drops a really good upgrade material due to Hodrick invading. But we might come back for that. We did take Swift Vengeance on Hodrick though. Off you go. There you go. Off you go. Whoa! Where did you come from? You get the same treatment. Oh, what? Go on, get off. There is quite a bit of trekking until Abyss Watchers, so we made sure to grab as much as possible, including some weapons, soul items, and other bits and pieces. Tried to fight one of the knights for his sword, which didn't go well. Okay, that didn't work. So we left that and carried on, having discarded our short sword we used on him when reaching the next area. We also began our first dive into Fashion Souls with a new outfit. That looks very like Bloodborne-esque. Got lost for a little bit, which had some positives and negatives. Go the same route every time, God, that's... Okay. The item. Great axe. And Ember. What? Time for Watchers. Chose the Brigand Axe for this one and headed off. Now Watchers was interesting. We didn't have the best damage, but what we did have was Red, an NPC that can help us, as well as how prone the Watchers are to backstabs. So with a combo of Red distracting and me sneaking in for the backstabs, first phase was done. Oh, I think you did finish him, but second phase was just us and him though. Backstabs was still a thing, but we also got caught a lot more without Red distracting. Oh, thank God he didn't do it. In the end though, backstabs were too strong and we finished it first try. Nice. First try. Brigand Axe, you did your part well. Appreciate all your work. Perfect. So after donning a new armor set, selecting the club for Wolnir as new blunt damage would do much better against skeletons, we headed off. Doesn't that look like the guy's hat from Jurassic Park? Ooh, shiny. Wonder what this is. I bet it's not a trap. Apart from having some weird hitboxes, Wolnir ended up being alright, with the reinforced club putting in the work breaking his bracelets. Wolnir done. Oh, there we go. I was actually really concerned about Wolnir. Okay. This was going surprisingly well. Said farewell to the club, strapped on some new armour, a new weapon, and it was time for Sage. Don't hit me, please. Thanks. Sage was weird. For one, I could not remember how to avoid one of his attacks. Ouch. Ouch. I swear that never used to get me. And then with the trickiest part of course being phase 2 with his clone, which my precise strat of YOLOing wasn't quite working. And the fact they could attack from all angles wasn't helping. We got really close on one run. So after this, I decided the weapon was worth an upgrade, so we headed back to Andre. Ouch, the aim. We got close again, but I forgot what game I was playing while I was trying to heal. Me out! No. Where's my ember? No. Oh! I was trying to find my ember and I was pressing the wrong button because it's not Sekiro. One more go through and was done. First tricky boss down. Lucerne, you are our first upgraded weapon. We needed you. Farewell. Not the most impressive dress up, but we was running shy of armor at this point. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Time to have a nice chill run to Deacons. Those right in the teleporting dog territory. Easy point. Oi, go away. No, don't you kill me after I've just gotten past the giant. No! Go away. Was all under control. I really hope this does at least a little bit of damage. That's done nothing. So with Deacons, we had our first false start of the run. The rapier was just not the right weapon. We got pretty far, but just the damage we were doing in second phase wasn't quick enough, and we got cursed. Where's the guy? Yeah. Plan B. We headed to Firelink, bought the halberd, upgraded to +3, and headed back. On our return, I fell in love with the halberd. The spin to win attack was perfect for the Deacons. We Beybladed through them, not without issues, but we did discover something I never knew about Dark Souls 3. If you look at our Estus flasks, empty, low health, quite a dire situation. And then suddenly, apparently there's a random chance for an Estus refill when an enemy dies, which, not being aware of this, made me very confused at the time. I had another Estus, why didn't I use it? I thought it was empty. Halberd, you definitely came in clutch. That's sweep attack, holy, that's spin attack. You're a saviour. Halberd, thank you for your service. And also, we have to get rid of the rapier as well, because we used it. You were less useful. Bye. Now into the back half of the run. Grab some armor. Yeah, much better. Said hello to Irithyll's doggo. Played a little bit of prop hunt. Just got surprised by the doggo again. Whoa, I forgot about you. No. This is going to be bad, I think. Anyway. And with Greatsword in hand, we came across our first big challenge of the run. Now the good news with Pontiff is that he can be parried. The problem, well, apart from being a difficult boss, is his second phase, where he spawns a clone that attacks, followed by Pontiff doing the exact same attack, which I found difficult to get used to. What are you doing? How was the synergy there? You just did your own thing. Did eventually start getting used to it though. Sticking with the parry strategy though, we had to dodge the clone and parry the real Pontiff. Although I feel the clone cheated at certain points. 3 more times. Go away, Ghost. That's not fair. Also, can we just say, how is this guy carrying this sword? Like, the sword is like taller than him. Like, imagine like medieval times and seeing this guy like rock up in Pope dress, no less. After a little while, was getting the hang of it and almost had it. Sod you and your cheap. How does he not have a hitbox? Don't you dare. No! No! But required one more attempt. Boom. Nice. Sweet. Pontiff down. That took longer than I thought. Great sword. You did good damage. Even more so, small leather shield. You were the MVP of that run. Now, I was running a tad short of weapons at this point, so I was on the hunt. Although, not as short as I thought at the time, but we'll get to that. To the top. I think so. And yeah, I also got done by a chest. We came back for Swift Vengeance though, and what could have been a great weapon. Oh, even better. Oh, it's arcane. Instead, we bought a ridiculously oversized katana from Firelink. Whoa, Gordon Bennett. Jesus. Boys. Nice. What? Like, how are you carrying both the sword and the sheath as well? The sheath is in the ground. How does it how does that even work? Like, how do you get anywhere? Oh, but that's pretty cool. Would you like the enemy vertically sliced, or do you nice horizontal slice? Like, as he's getting hired for his services. And the guy's like, I don't care what you do, just stop turning around with that sheath. He's whacking all the guests. Now, Dancer was both simple and difficult. If we stayed next to her right thigh, it limits the attacks she can do, which I'd previously learnt whilst rooting DS3 hitless. The difficulty was, it'd been a long time since I'd learned set attacks, and because of the damage we were dealing, the fight was going to take a long time, leaving room for many things to go wrong. No! No! Why did it kick? Why did he kick? All I needed was one more. Why did it kick? Oh! Then it took a while before we had another good chance. That was way too early. Ah! One more. There you go. Right, that's gonna be it. I don't know why I went for that. On the wrong side. That's, yeah. After about 40 minutes of attempts though, we managed to get through it. Dancer, done. There we go, nice! Oh, that was difficult. Sweet though, Dancer, done. And now we have to say goodbye to our fairly oversized weapon and sheath. Washing pole, you did your job well. I appreciate that you exist in this game. Very well. Okay, we've got 4, and we can't even use that one, so we've got 3 weapons left with 5 bosses to go. Let's just go and explore a bit. There must be something though, like a great sword or something. Weapon. Give me weapons, please. Oh, very nice. I don't care. Great lance. We're talking about great swords. The game was like, well, we don't have any more of those for you, but how about a lance? Still got great in the title. Yorm, I think we'll use the great axe. I think that'll be probably the easiest one for getting the hand. Oh no, what am I thinking? Yorm! Storm Ruler! Yeah, the OP weapon that makes Yorm a snooze. I just forgotten about it. With weapon situation a bit better, I decided to head straight to Aldrich. Now, the Great Axe, pros and cons. Pro, decent damage. Con, range.
Nope.
Overall, we were doing pretty well. Although... Thanks, Aldrich. Thanks for standing directly where your hitbox and the pillar prevents me from walking between. Oh, I forgot that it doesn't. I forgot that does damage. That was so early. That was like going to a train station and like catching the previous like 3 trains back from the one you bought the ticket from. That was such an early roll. Gordon Bennett. Like, he was still like posing in the air as I finished the roll. A couple of attempts later, after learning from a previous mistake, we finished him off. Aldrich cleared. Come on, no arrows. We're good. Nice. Aldrich done. Sweet. Great axe. Actually, was pretty great. That's terrible. I apologise immensely. You honestly did your job well. +4. Highest upgraded. You did some solid work. Appreciate it. Not much to say about the Orm split. We dressed up, headed down, did dungeon skip. Nice. Grabbed Storm Ruler and spammed it until Yhorm was done. There we go. First try. Nice. Of course, first of all, we have to say farewell. Oh wait, what? Okay, we've come across the first weapon to fight back. We literally cannot discard this. What? I guess that's so that you always have it for the Yhorm fight. Wow, okay. Bye, Storm Ruler, although we still... Okay, never mind. Fast into the next one. Quick setup change, upgrade, and ready for Dragonslayer armor. Now, DSA I'd been scared leading up to. Personally, I find one of the trickiest to consistently beat. But who needs consistency? Got through first phase pretty quick, and during second phase, where there's additional projectiles being fired from the sides, we played ultra safe, running away and behind objects, as well as needing a bit of luck, which we almost ran out of. Heal. God, I'm gonna heal, please. But we chipped him down for a very nervous first try. Got it! Oh my god. Run. Do not hit me with anything butterflies, please. Oh my god. First try. What even was that? Exile Greatsword. Didn't do as much damage as I honestly thought you'd do. But you got us through it. You did enough damage. I actually can't judge. We just did first try. I appreciate it. So see you. We put on our penultimate armor set and started off to Princes. Happens. No, wait, what? What? Stealth level 100. I was looking over there if there was any items to grab. How delayed was that? He was like posing for like 2 minutes, going, "Oh, I'm gonna get you, gonna get you." Oh, there we go. All that was left was passing by these 3 mobs, up the stairs, and down this elevator. And with that, all we had was 2 back-to-back bosses. We first needed to set up the cheese, which requires homeward boning immediately once entering the fight. We then upgraded the twin swords and began the fight. So to explain the cheese, you have to bone out when entering the boss fight for the first time. Then the second time you enter, you want to roll against the fog gate. This will cause Lorien to only do these 2 swipe attacks approaching us, which is relatively simple to roll and attack. However, a small issue was staggering him, which normally isn't an issue, as with a fully upgraded weapon you can normally finish the fight before he staggers. Here, however, we had to deal with it by dodging a random attack, which he will then teleport and go into his swipe loop again. Which I failed once, and also used the wrong quick item once. No! I had the wrong item equipped. I forgot to go back to Estus. We got through it to second phase, which was much the same, and we cleared through pretty much straight away. Well, apart from the fact I'd forgotten the heal spell Lothric uses also is a damaging AoE. One run later, where we learned our lesson, moved out of the way, and came back to finish them off. There we go. Nice. Got hard. A questionable name there. Okay, a weird way to end this, but you did a good job. Farewell. I did want to upgrade the Twin Blades to max, so did a quick detour back to that Crystal Lizard from earlier to grab that gem. How hard could that be? Perfect. Great Lance, you can have the one and only responsibility. God, that is... What is with these oversized weapons? That's what I think of that. After that, went back, Wolverined it, and back to Firelink to discover something crushing. Oh, sorry, oh my god. I've just thought of something we could have done. Throughout the whole... we could have... Oh, I've made this so much more difficult than it needed to be. I could have taken the boss souls to him, and we could have had nice, fancy, good damaging weapons. And instead, he's just gonna burn here, because I remembered right at the end of the game. Now, Cinder, I've had a lot of practice with, although might not always show it. That's not fair. I may have thought that was a different attack. But after getting some RNG where we could punish the magic phase, barely avoided lightning in second phase, and almost lost it to an early roll, we managed to stay focused and finish this out. Oh sweet. Dark Souls 3, nice. But if I use a weapon, I lose it. Challenge completed. I hope you enjoyed. We do a whole host of challenge runs on this channel, so if you're interested in seeing more, be sure to subscribe, and I will catch you next time.